Welcome to our continuing series on reforms at the Kenya Tea Development Agency and the role of the farmer. Today we trace the journey of tea from the farm to the factory. My name is Alex Chamwada. Karibu. It is 7 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. Stanley Gashoki makes his way to his farm in Kangaita, Kirinyaga County. This has been his routine for over 50 years.
Ukulima wa majani ya chai tulianzisha mwaka wa 1971. Tukaanza kutunza, ikawa mkubwa, tukaanza kufuna, tukaonelea ni mzuri.
Yes, tea farming is Gashoki's source of livelihood.
Nikiingia kwa shamba, mimi nakunja kutembea hivi nikiwa peke yangu. Nikiona imekuwa, sasa ninamwambia ile chai tutachuna labda kesho au kesho kutwa. Tukawa na mpangilio ati tutakunja siku gani. Sasa unaona ni bado.
Gashoki is among the 650,000 smallholder tea farmers served by Kenya Tea Development Agency. The farmers are spread across 16 tea growing counties in Kenya and are shareholders to 54 tea companies that own KTDA Group Holdings and its 8 subsidiary companies. On average, Gashoki's farm produces about 600 kilograms worth of tea leaves each month, up from 250 kilograms. This he attributes to the support he receives from KTDA and Kangaita Tea Factory, that is among 71 tea factories under KTDA across the country.
KTDA imetusaidia sana, tulisomeshwa pruning hii ya kukata. Tukaambiwa tuanzishe hapa chini kuruni. Tukasomeshwa tena majani tukichuna vizuri tutachuna mara 4 kwa mwezi kwa kutumia njia ya kufanya mesa na kutuza kwa fertilizer vile tumepatiwa.
For the farmer to keep on getting better prices, because what they eventually get is the price from the international market, then you subtract the cost. So the critical part that a farmer requires to do is to ensure he brings quality tea to KTDA. By bringing quality, we are able to fetch very high prices in the international market.
We did brought the reserve price, and a reserve price of 2.43 average cost US dollar per kilo of made tea ensures that the farmer is already guaranteed a certain amount of money going back to them. We pay farmers on a monthly basis to ensure that when we close the end of the month, like last month we closed at 30th, by the 5th of the following month, we're able to pay them. We are paying them about 21 shillings per kilo of green leaf, the one we have here. And then in some zone west of leaf, we pay them 20 shillings. That has to be paid every 5th of the month.
The process of tea farming starts after selection of the planting material at the nursery. This is followed by cutting, which occurs between 8 to 12 months. What follows is transferring the hardened seedling to the farm, and after 6 months, the farmer engages in 6-inch pruning. This is in preparation for bringing the seedling into bearing. Within 2 to 3 years, you get a bush that is ready for tea production. All this plays a key role in ensuring quality.
As KTDA, to achieve top quality products, we encourage our farmers always to pluck 2 leaves at a batch so that we can get the best quality and ensure that quality has been delivered. We do a lot of inspection from the farm.
KTDA, they are in charge of all the farmers, the 650,000 farmers, produce tea to about 1.5 billion kilos per year.
Through these best farming practices, Gashoki is able to harvest a maximum of 4 times a month as recommended by KTDA. After harvesting, Gashoki transports his yield to his nearest tea buying center. Yes, he arrives at Kirungu Tea Buying Center run by Kangaita Tea Factory. The center serves about 480 farmers. Here, Gashoki is able to have his yields weighed, sorted, and recorded.
It is one of our giant centers. We normally get approximately 240 bags of 12 kgs. That is approximately the 3,000 kilos. That one is on a daily basis during on average. But on peak period, we may get 2 lorries or 3.
The new KTDA is embracing technology to enhance efficiency. For example, using electronic weighing scales and SMS solution to process farmers' deliveries. KTDA is also rolling out SAP, a business solution that ensures business integration from the buying center all the way to auction.
We have the smart card technology, where we have various gadgets. We have the printer, the weighing scale, and the PDA, where a grower normally comes with a smart card. That smart card is normally swiped at the PDA, which captures the growers and details. Then, after the grower weighs his leaf, it is normally captured into the system. It is normally transmitted at the factory database. So, after that one has been done, there can be no alteration about that weight, and that those gadgets normally record where the point where that leaf has been weighed and the time. So it normally helps us to monitor how that process is being done.
Earlier, somebody would go and stay in the buying center for even overnight. So every time we finish, the tea is collected in a timely manner to ensure we take the tea to the factory with a good quality for it to be processed. So that is important to listen to the farmers and able to give them efficient service so that they can be able to attend to other issues.
Once this process is complete, the bags of tea leaves are packed and transported straight to Kangaita Tea Factory, which has been in operation since 1965. On arrival, the truck passes through a weigh bridge for weighing of the load. Being one of the oldest factories in Kenya, Kangaita Tea Factory is known for producing very rare varieties of specialty teas. This is according to Rhoda Riungu, former factory unit manager.
Kangaita is called home of specialty teas because we have teas that are not found in any other factories in KTDA. First of all, Kangaita has the ordinary black CTC teas, and then we have the black orthodox teas, we have the green teas, we have the specialty teas, that is the white premium, the gold, the silver tips, the purple teas.
KTDA has been known for black tea, CTC. But at the moment we have invested in 10 orthodox factories which are processing orthodox tea. Orthodox tea, incidentally, has also a huge market, particularly in the Arab countries, the Middle East and Russia in particular. We are also doing green tea, and that is basically targeting the Japanese market.
The installed capacity for Kangaita Tea Factory is 20 million kilos in a financial year. Out of these 20 million, we make 91% of the CTC teas and 8.5% of the orthodox teas and specialty teas. Mostly we export our teas to the European countries. We have Russia, we have Pakistan, the UK, Ukraine.
The first process after tea has been plucked and collected from the buying center, the first thing we do is to verify the kilograms which has been collected, whether it is the same that has been received. From there, we inspect the quality of our leaf, and after inspection, then we start the process of withering. But before we do the process of withering, there is a process in between where we take the collected green tea leaves, we take it to our withering troughs. There is a process of spreading and then aeration of our teas as we continue. And then after aeration, that's the time we apply our steam. When we come to applying steam, we apply steam for 4 hours according to forward dilation. Then after 4 hours, we do reverse dilation without applying steam for another 3 hours, which means the process takes 7 hours before we start maceration of the leaf.
Under maceration that occurs at the CTC, that is the cutting, tearing and culling stage, the tea leaves are bruised and torn as a way to quicken oxidation, exposing the insides of the leaves to oxygen, resulting in a greater mixture of the chemicals within.
We have 3 sets of roller, which they fall in a sequence of first cut, second cut and third cut. For first cut, you find the size of the particle is a bit bigger. The second cut, it gets refined a bit better, and for third cut, it's the finest one. From the CTC, we go to the next step, which is fermentation of the already cut leaf. It is a controlled unit of which it takes about 90 minutes. So fermentation, you find our leaves, it turns from green to a bit brownish. Now, after 90 minutes, you take on your product and you find that it has already fermented. That process allows enzymes to come out clearly before you do the next step of drying. Once your tea has come out from the dryer, you do the process of sorting. You start with the first process where your tea is passed through the pre-sorters. Once you have sorted your tea grains, there are storage bins, we call them storage bins. Those tea is being weighed and put into bins. The purpose of weighing that tea is to make sure whatever you brought is exactly the same you expect the result.
Naturally, at every step, a lot of quality control is observed to ensure the process produces the highest quality fit for both local and international standards. This is all under direction of KTDA.
As KTDA, we have put some measures which ensures that the quality is not deteriorated. There are logistic assistants, which their work is to assist in inspecting that the quality of our leaf that is being delivered into the factory level from the farm. We maintain 2 leaves and a bud, and we try to avoid a lot of dissortations once the product is in the factory, because it will cause us and have mishandling issues. KTD has facilitated and ensured that we have modern machine which has proper monitoring of the product. So we have moved from the manual way, and more automation is being done so that you avoid tampering with the product, and also to ensure you cut down your cost.
In addition to this, KTDA is a big champion of sustainability.
As KTDA, we are an environmental conscious company where we do source our firewood by making sure we plant more and more trees despite buying from the farmers. We also follow government policies to ensure that we don't contravene with the law. Also, we normally try to substitute by using other form of green source of energy like macadamia and briquettes.
But it is not just production that the factory has been involved in.
We have a very huge nursery, tea nursery at Kangaita Farm, and this is where all farmers and all factories within Kenya come for their seedlings from here. And it is an educational center also because they advise you on the best clones for your region, depending on your soil samples and your climate also.
In the over 40 years that Kangaita Tea Factory has been in operation under the direction of KTDA, it has not only been instrumental in setting standards in the country, but it has also been a key player in changing livelihoods.
KTDA imetusaidia sana kwa sababu yale mafuno tunatoa hapa kwake kwa hii majani ni yeye anatusaidia.
Endelee vivyo hivyo, wakulima wamekuwa wamefurahia kwa kuwa wanajua kilo zao, kama wanajumuisha wanajua za mwezi bila tashwishi yoyote.
As you know, tea is one of the biggest foreign exchange earners for Kenya, and it helps improve the economy within the country, not only in the tea growing areas, but all over Kenya. because when we earn money, it's for the common benefit of all Kenyans.
So, as the final products from the factory are labeled and shipped, finding their way into cups all across the globe for families, friends, and individuals, both local and international, to enjoy, the most important thing for those involved is sharing a taste of Kenya with the world.